At the top of everyone's minds after the banger that was the Amazing Digital Circus Episode 8 has been the two AIs.
I love AI. Do you use AI?
Caine and the other AI, who is probably Bubble. I made a theory on it myself right after the 8th episode dropped, and I proceeded to watch a whole host of creators make their own videos on the subject. Needless to say, the evidence for Bubble being Caine's able is clear. Whether it be the command prompt sequence showing an AI who is likely Bubble tricking Kinger into killing Caine, Bubble antagonizing our red ringmaster, or the opening sequence of the latest episode with the able AI being represented by a straight up blue circle. Very subtle there, Gooseworks. I'm not going to discuss the Caine Bubble theory in this video further, so go to my full analysis on the subject if you want to hear more about it. Now, with this obvious theory looking at us right in our eyes, most theorists have forgotten about the very cliffhanger episode 7 ended on. The nature of abstraction. Kinger accuses Caine of being at fault for Scratch abstracting.
I may have the ability to add temporary modifiers to make adventures more interesting, but that's it! If I did anything more, trust me, it would not end well.
Scratch. The first abstraction.
Hey! I didn't say anything like that! Come on, guys! You know I'm just here to have fun.
That's the thing, though. I think Caine is telling the truth here. He doesn't cause abstraction. At least, not directly. The Ringmaster has made it abundantly clear that he wants nothing more than his meowing milkmaid's approval, so him destroying them just wouldn't make any sense to me. Yes, Caine does hit a breaking point and torture the cast in episode 8, but even when directly antagonized, he still wants to fulfill his purpose of keeping the humans entertained, and doesn't abstract a single character. Not even Pomni, who is very rude to him. So, if Caine isn't the one responsible for abstraction, then who is? The answer lies in the circus members themselves. When a character abstracts, they delete their own code. Evidence 1. They all have the ability to conjure. While talking to Buckethead Kinger, the sane counterpart to our wacky little chess piece, Kinger tells Pomni that they all have the ability to alter reality, just like Caine.
He has control over everything. But so do we. In a sense, anyway. We all technically have the ability to conjure, just like Caine. It just comes naturally to him, but requires a lot more skill and concentration for us.
The butterfly.
I'm certain I could alter his code.
This means that when Kinger creates the butterfly in episode 6, or when Pomni creates the exit door in episodes 1 and 8, they're altering the game's code. That's what AI does, and that's what every human in the circus has the ability to do as well. If they can alter code, it isn't a stretch to say that the members of the circus can also delete code. What makes this evidence even more concrete is the fact that people usually abstract when they've hit their breaking point and no longer want to have a life in the circus. To conjure no life in the circus would be to delete yourself. In episode 8, Bubble himself implies abstraction as a choice.
They'd rather abstract than go on your adventures.
That can't be true. I do everything for them.
He tells Caine they'd rather abstract than go on your adventures. Abstraction isn't an accident. It's a choice the humans make. In the Queenie flashback, Caine asks Kinger not to abstract on him as well, further implying that it's something the characters have control over. Kaufmo, Ribbit, Queenie, and even Scratch all chose to abstract. After all, if Caine were in charge of abstraction, then why didn't Jax finish abstracting in episode 7? Evidence number 2. Caine interrupted Jax's abstraction. We all remember Jax almost abstracting in episode 7. After leaving the other characters, Jax relaxes in his bed and begins to think of the friends he's lost. Ribbit and Kaufmo. The music and visuals are of a lullaby. Jax is truly relaxed. The purple bunny even gives a genuine smile towards the end of this scene. But what wakes Jax up? Well, it's a call to adventure.
Way to interrupt my nap.
Can we talk?
Your what?
Yeah. He's not actually an NPC.
Congratulations, my little cattywampus cucumbers! You picked the good ending, where you realize you'd rather stay with me than go back to that pesky old macroverse or whatever we decide to call it.
If Caine were intentionally abstracting or digitized Homo sapiens, then he wouldn't create an adventure that requires Jax's participation. That makes literally no sense! If Teefy Gumsface wanted Missing Tail Rabbit abstracted, then the adventure he'd set up wouldn't have needed him. Okay, so characters want to leave and they choose to delete their own files using the power of conjuring. So what's up with the glitchy blob thing that gets left behind? If the character is truly deleted, then what is it that remains? Evidence number 3. Deleted files leave remnants. Deleted files stay on a computer until overridden with new data. Essentially, when you delete all those embarrassing digital journals from your high school days, they actually remain on your computer. You simply deleted the computer's ability to access said files. Computer wizards can even recover deleted data using special tools, though they're often not the same as they were before. This is what I think the abstracted characters are. They're what remains in the system after a character has deleted themselves and revoked access to the code. Caine is obsessed with the approval of humans and wants to keep them around.
What's your takeaway from all this?
What?
What's your takeaway from all this? Is it that I'm actually a cool guy with cool hobbies and not that much different from you beautiful humans?
Sure.
Wowee! I'm so glad we understand each other a little more. I really am trying my best to make you guys happy, and being appreciated for that just makes me want to...
Instead of overwriting the data, he simply moves what's left of the character into the cellar. That's why Caine's story is so tragic, because though he doesn't make the characters abstract, living in his world designed to bring humans joy is so unbearable that the humans trapped inside would rather delete themselves than live in Caine's world any longer. Oh my gosh, I really appreciate all of you commenting on my last video to share theories, ideas, and more. It inspired me to make another digital circus video. Thank you so much for watching.